Well, we're going to try celery, see how that works in the freeze dryer. I know you go out and buy the celery seed or celery powder, and I thought, well, let's just try making some powder of our own. So we'll dry this and we'll see how it crushes up, see if it's going to work out, because buying that stuff is kind of expensive when you can get the whole stocks fairly inexpensive, and let's see what that goes. So I'm going to chop all this up, wash it up a little bit and chop it, and we'll put it on the trays, and then we'll see how they dry. All right, well, I chopped off the ends that end up being clear up here where they get kind of not too good looking. Well, and then celery salt. There's a lot of salt in it, and I figure if I want salt, I can add salt. I don't really buy that, but you can't buy this in any other form other than the celery seeds or in the celery salt. And I want to make some celery powder, but if you notice how brown this is as opposed to what I'm expecting this to turn out, I expect this to turn out looking green instead of the brown that's in here. So I think we'll end up with a better product, so we'll try it. But now I'll chop it all up and we'll show you once I get this chopped up and on the trays. Okay, here's the celery all cut up. I got the 4 trays. I split amongst 4 trays. If I wanted to make them really thick, I could have put them on to, maybe a little bit less trays, but I think it'll go a little bit quicker if I do it this way. So now I just need to load them into the freeze dryer, and we'll come back here a little bit. We'll get them loaded. I'm looking at here, I just turned it on, so now it's going to cool for 15 minutes, and then we'll be able to start putting them in. So I'll pause and come back when it gets cool and ready to load. Okay, we're going to start loading these in the freeze dryer. So I'm going to get it opened up, and we're just going to start loading these in. Okay, there's 3 of the trays. I'm going to put the 4th one in now. Close and latch the door. And we can see the valve is closed. So we'll hit continue. Alright, our drying time is done on our celery. So let's open it up and we'll pull one out and see what it looks like. Looks like they're pretty dry. Yeah, they're kind of flaking. Let me try one, see what it's like. Tastes like celery. It don't have the, on celery they have little stringies in there that sometimes don't chew up real well, but these look like they're working pretty good. So I'll pull it out, and I think we'll take and try and make some celery powder out of it, or break it up a little bit and see how that works. Alright, I put it through a little food processor here, and this is what I ended up with out of the 4 trays. A nice little powder there. I think that'll work really nice in adding celery flavor and not having the pieces of celery in there. So I'll just put it in jars and vacuum seal it for now. I'll go from there. I'll come back when I get everything all sealed up. Alright, I was able to make 3 of these. I put these in jelly jars, a little bit smaller than a pint jar. So I've got 3 of these is what it made, 4 of those trays. And because I used the vacuum sealer, we'll be able to open them up and use some and then reseal them back again. And that's how I do those if you want to use them. Let me show you what I use just in case you don't remember. But if you take one of these for the vacuum sealer and put that on over the canning lid, and it will suck out all the air and then seal it, and that's how I seal it up. And then I can pop the seal and reseal it as many times as I want until the rubber gets so bad that it won't seal. But that's what they have. That is for the small jars, and these are for the largemouth jars, and those work really good.